I'm going to meet my parents. I will come back in a week. She said, okay. She looked at him. Why are you looking so happy? What's wrong? Why do you always doubt me? Can't I just be happy? You can be, but this time you didn't even try to stop me. Because I know how much you miss your parents. She grabbed her bag and their son was holding her and said, bye. She looked at him and hugged him. He kissed her head and then they walked out. He put her luggage in the car and she drove off. At night, she came into the parents' house and they became happy after seeing each other. She hugged them. Van always came to spend some days with them. Everything was going well. She was a happy married woman and an independent woman. Her boss was so humble she needed money and when he gave her a job, he always treated her so well and became friends because he was the son of the owner. He came on the behalf of his father. He even helped Janku to get a job and was so thankful. There was nothing which she didn't have in her life. She had enough money, she had a baby and a very loving husband. He loved her so much and he did her one thing which was doubt. He wanted her to believe him. She believed him but in her heart she always thought that he saw other girls as she knew him very well. She never found anything from his or caught him with someone else. Well, she ate with his parents and slept after talking to them. In the morning, she opened her eyes and saw his test. She called him and he picked up the girl. Good morning. Why are you sleep? Why aren't you sleeping? Don't you have to go office? I was waiting for your call. Who was that? Is that a girl? No, why? It's an extra's voice. I've been watching a movie. You were watching the movie early in the morning, yes, because I didn't sleep peacefully. I lied to you about sleeping. You know it's hard for me to sleep without you. When will you stop taunting me? I'm sorry, I thought that it was a girl. It's okay. Okay, now get up and go to office. I don't want you to get fired. Okay, my love. He smiled and then talked to him about other things. He cut the call and went to the office. 2 days passed and suddenly her boss called her for a sudden meeting. She had to go because it was important. She packed her bag and met her parents and drove towards her home. Just because of her work, she didn't get enough time to spend with her parents, but she tried to meet them. After saying goodbye, she drove off. She wanted to give him a slap. She knew that he was waiting for her and was missing him. She stopped in front of her eyes and came out, but he wasn't at home. She tried to call him, but his number was off. She put her luggage in the house after seeing the house. She felt weird. It was messy. It was never like that. Things were upside down. It was pissing her off. She cleaned them and while calling him. She didn't know where he was. She walked out to see him while their son was sleeping. She locked the door and went out to see where he was and what he was doing. She walked towards his friends because she knew he lived with his friends. She was walking on the road, putting her head on in the pockets of her. It was a cold night. She thought that he was with his friends. She walked towards the place they used to sit. She suddenly saw two people coming from the other side of the river holding hands. She didn't recognize them. She stopped and when they came closer, it was him with her best friend. She didn't anything. She started going back towards her room. They were staring at each other and couldn't believe her eyes. She was just staring at her with broken eyes and her heart. Best friend was holding his arm and they were wearing the same thing as they were coming back from the dead. Her heart broke into million pieces but she didn't say anything. He was looking at her with regretful eyes. He left her hand and walked towards it, walked behind her. Fine, listen to me. It is not what you are thinking. We were just going back. He tried to grab her hand, but she yanked his hand without saying anything. She didn't have words to say. She wanted to shout at him and ask him, but all her words didn't come out. She wanted to go back and ran away. They entered the house and when, believe me, he said, and she walked into her room and banged the door on her face. He knocked her many times, but she came out of 15 with two bags and walked downstairs. He walked behind her, or she wanted to throw the papers on her face. He held her sign and looked at her. I will send you papers in a few papers. No, please don't do this. It was nothing. I saw everything and it was looking so healthy. It was looking like you were here with many months. No need to hide it. I already saw the papers of her in our room. He was talking to her. After the don't show me your face again. She walked out, but he tried to stop her. She looked at him and I hope you never get happiness. She said and sat in the car and drove a Django kicked the rock. He held his hand but looked at me. He walked out him hugging. Don't worry. He hugged her back while one was crying like a mess. She was crying while driving the car. Her son was looking at her. She couldn't believe what just happened. It was so sudden and she didn't know why they were together forever. Not only one but two people broke her heart who was so close to her heart. She couldn't do anything, just cried. She stopped the car and started crying loudly. Her life was destroyed. She was holding her head. She loved him so much, all he did to cheat on her with her best friend. The next morning on her, she just cried not because of him, but because she was her own dad cheated. She made up her mind she wasn't herself. What she had to go on meeting. It was no wasn't too easy. Why? I'm her ex and you know Why I left her because she shouted on me on your husband. All right, it's right on your birthday party. You were blind. I saw them together. I wanted to tell you, but your husband threatened me so much. He pressured me. It's better for you to get rid of her. He was so in love with me. He doesn't care about her. Believe me. He must be after you are leaving and find out everything. They wanted that because they wanted to become parents. They were planning everything behind your back. Your husband is such a he wanted to leave you along low and live with you just because the money and job. Because of it, they got both jobs. They used you. After hearing that, one fell into more grief, but she didn't want to cry over him. She didn't ruin herself for that man who didn't even think about her, but her tears couldn't stop falling. She trusted him, she did so much, but she got so much betrayal. In the company, Cillian looked at him. What happened? He asked. He was the son of her boss. My husband cheated me. He was so treated. Why and Junk were such a lovely couple. With do man, this is a joke. Do I look like I was joking? He cheated on me with my best friend. Don't even want to call that. She's a shit and he also. Don't cry, just get over me. He will get what he does. No, they doesn't get hurt because they are planning and they are happy and nobody regrets in real life. They are happy and I get out. He didn't even try to think about me. We have been together since childhood. I wanted to give and they may he get so much that I'm left alone. You are not alone, I'm with you. She cried and he tried to calm her down. Well, on the other hand, Minnie was showing a baby clothes and he was smiling as he was so happy for the baby. He didn't care about me, he just wanted to forget and their son. He was so blindly in love with Minnie. He couldn't care about anyone's feeling. All he wanted to live with her. She knew that Ryan would give him, so he didn't care about it. After a month, Ryan gave him a divorce and he had burned after seeing them together. Now she didn't have any connection with her. She went on a way to her in so much anxiety and depression. Today she came out of his, but then she saw them walking together, holding each other's hand. They were looking so happy. She ignored him and got him left from her. She was sitting alone but was so happy. But they also came there. She stopped meeting everyone all that she had lived in her apartment. She didn't care about her job. She was going through the hardest phase of her life. She knew that she would take time to forget everything. She believed that she would forget everything and moved on. After some months, she came to the office and Celine looked at her and smiled. Finally, you came back. She nodded and sat in front of him. He didn't fire her because he knew that she was going through so much. And as her first friend, she didn't want to hurt her. She came back to work and in a better condition. She was looking fresh. It was looking as she got over him. Janko was sitting while waiting for a minute. They were going to the hospital, but suddenly she fell on the stairs. She got up already. She lost her conscience and he panicked and ran to the hospital. They lost their baby. Minnie was in so much worse condition. After a year, Byron was going towards her apartment lane. He was holding her son. She went just saw him as a friend. Janko was passing by them and saw them together. He thought that they were together. Janko was going through so much difficulty after seeing eventually, and his life became worse. Minnie couldn't give and she was suffering. Janko came back and sat down on the couch and thought about his life with Wine. They were so happy and didn't have a problem. He remembered the time when he thought of stopping with Minnie and tried to stop himself, but he was so blind in love. And now he was going through so much. He lost his job and was going to his city where he came to solve for money. He started to think that he did wrong. After I gave one married Selena never thought that he would propose to her. She was so happy and was ready to live her life with him. Selena always liked her, but never tell her. He wanted to tell her, but she stopped after seeing Django. He was shocked to hear that. 5 years later, June was sitting and watching my uncle and Minnie fighting like crazy. June was once and Janko's son. Janko was suffering from a disease which gave him so much pain and blamed Minnie for everything. You are the reason for my downfall because of your guts. Shut up, don't blame me. He got angry and slapped her in front of June. Did you just slap me? Yes, if you can try to talk to me like that, I will be. Oh, really? What the hell are you? Are you at serious? I will say again and June stopped. Well, June was 13 or 14 years old. He was 5 when his parents got divorced. I don't want to live with you. I again stopped, and the relationship was just not like that. June came back and walked towards Ryan. Mom, she hummed. Brad is suffering. He's in so much pain. She felt pizza, but she didn't tell him. She said, if I looked at him, as they were fighting taxis, is their routine. Because of us, they lived in different rooms. I heard them saying that he hated him. She hated him because don't go there again. If you ever saw them fighting, then come back. Let them do what they want. He nodded and sat beside her while she was watching her other son playing with toys. At night, Janku and came back. He came back. And he was saying this in slave and he looked at him and made an annoying face. She got up and left him. They both tried so many ways to earn money. They defrauded many people and in the end they both ended up in the prison.